Hey everybody, welcome to the Boone Show on My Pulse Radio. Glad to be with you. I'm John Boone. The boss lady is here.
Good
Holly
evening.
Harrell.
Good evening.
And Danica's running around doing producer type things.
And your guest
usually means
just
getting snacks out of the vending machine. And
Oh, that's important.
our guest tonight, we felt we owed him one. Absolutely no one requested this guest. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But we have our sports guy, Zach. I figured, a lot of people don't know who he is. He's just kind of there every week. And now the last couple of weeks with the phone issues and everything, he hasn't been around.
Absolutely.
Now, it's been good because he would have been in a bad mood most of the time with the way his teams have been playing. But it's good to have him in studio so everybody gets to find out more about Mr. Zach Howard today.
So now has Zach, has he been doing it since the very beginning? Because, this is season 6 for us. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. When
did he
you
do the
start?
first season?
I cannot actually remember. I think me and you had tried to start. I remember I was calling in at 5:40.
Yeah.
And
it was on from 5 to 6. Yeah.
Yes, and then I think what had happened is I believe that you started a show. You started the show, and then you got to where you had asked me, well, we was going to do a podcast. That's what it was. And then you decided just to do the Boone Show and then just have me call in every week, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Right.
So I think I have been doing it for ever.
Even if he didn't do the first season, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
And then I had to start putting it in my calendar because I would forget, and he would text me, hey, you calling in? And
well, and we did it more regular the first season and the second season.
Until we got totally burnt out
right.
by doing it every week. But now we still have about 20, 22 episodes a school year, so we do pretty good with that.
Yeah, my dad gave me a hard time, and he said, so you left work early to go talk on the radio? I said, yeah. I said, just like I used my vacation time to go all the way to Dallas to watch the Cowboys lose.
Well, I could have told you that was going to happen, but we will talk about that trip. But everybody, this is Zach Howard, the one and only Zach Howard, the great storyteller, the great, extremely biased sports reporter that we have here.
Girl dad.
That only acknowledges a couple of teams in the entire sports world. But we're going to have him talk about some of that. So, Zach, if you would, for those that might be tuning in for the very first time, in somewhat, under an hour, if you could give us some of the background. Obviously, you came through our program here, so take it from there and what you're up to these days.
Well, I am a graduate of this program, and I'm a alumni of Wren High School, class of 2013. I married my high school sweetheart. She also took this class. Tiffany. I've got 2 girls. I've got a 5-year-old, and she'll be 6 in February, and a 2-year-old that bosses everybody around.
Of course.
And Carson is my 5-year-old. Emery is my 2-year-old, or our 2-year-old. And kind of a funny thing, when me and Tiffany first got married and started talking about having kids and everything, I said, all I want is for our first youngin' to have the initials, CJ. And I may get reprimanded
Chipper
for this.
Jones, yep.
And that's okay. Yeah, Chipper Jones.
Or is it CJ Spiller?
Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. So I said that's all I want. And, of course, I wanted a boy. But let me tell you something. I would not trade Carson or either one of my girls, but especially Carson, for anything, because the girl does anything I want to do. I mean, she does. If I go take the trash out, she wants to come. Now Emery does, but so I'll get back to that in a minute. But that's what I told Tiffany. I said I want the initial CJ. Why do you want CJ? And I said CJ Spiller, the greatest running back in Clemson history. And I get reprimanded for that, and that's okay. But CJ Spiller, so she's CJ to me, Carson Jordan, whatever. But she is my little CJ, and that's what I I call her, and she answers to it. So, and Emory, the name we come up with Emory was, you hear Emerson, but we have a preacher friend of ours in North Carolina. Last name is Emory. And we were sitting on their couch, and their last name was above their kitchen, spelled Emory. And Tiffany said, "What about that name for one of our kids?" And I said, she said, "'Cause you think the world of them, whatever." So that's how we got the name Emory. And it's really not common nowadays. And so she wanted the name Rayland. Well, then when she wanted that after both of her parents' middle names, then she's like, "Man, now everybody's using it. Now that's a common name." So now that's why we went with Emory, because it's really not common. You hear Emerson a lot, but not really Emory.
And what's her middle name?
Grace.
Oh, nice.
And Tiffany was
pretty
actually
names.
listening to a song about Grace, and that's how she come up with Grace. She said, "I got Emory's middle name." I said, "Okay." She sent me the song, and that's how that happened. So,
Very cool.
Yeah.
That is very cool. So where are you working now?
I am working at the Building Center in Easley. It's formerly known as Dixie Lumber.
That's right. I know where that is.
Some people around these areas may remember Dixie Lumber. It's been around for a while, but I cannot ask for a better place to work. I'm a delivery driver. I deliver doors, windows, trim, small lumber packs. I'm actually getting ready to go after my CDLs, my commercial driver's license. And we've got jobs going on in Atlanta, big commercial jobs. We've got one starting up in Tennessee. We've got 2 or 3 in Atlanta. Matter of fact, I got to go to Brazelton in the morning. They're doing townhomes out there. Best job I've ever had. Couldn't ask for a better place to work.
Good.
I'll be there 6 years in July. So it was funny. Carson was born February of 2020, and then the whole world shuts down because of COVID. Mm-hmm. And so whatever year she turns will be you minus one of that, how long I've been at the Building Center. Mm-hmm. Well, whatever year she turns is how long I've been there. So she'll be 6 in February. I'll be there 6 years in July. So it's kind of cool to look at that. And even everybody says that, "Wow, she's gotten that big." I said, yeah, it's amazing. We joke around. We're just one big family there. Mm-hmm. Give each other a hard time. And I tell you, my nickname there is Big Deaf, and I'll tell you why. I had never used a diesel engine in my life. Never. I've always been raised on regular gas, everything. So, make a long story short, I was headed to fill up our little 16-foot flatbed we have with fuel. And nobody, our smaller box truck, we've got a bigger one now, but our smaller box truck, the gas tanks that had 2 of them were on each side of the truck. Well, when I go to fill the flatbed up, nobody had showed me anything about as far as where the tank was, anything. There was this big blue tank on the side of the flatbed, had a blue lid on it. Well, I take it off, and I'm putting the nozzle in there. The nozzle's not fitting. I'm filling it up, running out. I close it back. I check. Man, the gauge did not move. The hand did not move. I go down to the hot spot in Pickens, same thing, and had a guy show up. "Man, that don't look good." I said, "I know it don't." So I called a coworker, and a matter of fact, my old boss man, David, and I said, "Man, I can't get this nozzle to fit in this tank, and it's overflowing everywhere." And all he said was, "What tank are you putting it in?" I said, "The one with the blue lid." No. Bring that back. Bring it back. That's the wrong one." So $650 later, they get the truck back. So they call me Big Deaf from now on. And I walk in the next day wondering, why am I Big Deaf? Because Sky Zone called me Big Country. So they called me Big Deaf, and I'm wandering around, what is Big Deaf? I can't hear? What is that? So when they would put my name on paperwork, it'd be DEF. I walk into the tool room and see deaf fluid sitting there. So from now on, I know where, and they put stickers all on the trucks, deaf fluid only, diesel fuel only. So from now on, I know where, and they, even to this day, and that happened, man, I was there. I started in July. This was August of 2020. To this day, Steve, one of the forklift drivers, he'll drive around. You putting that in the right tank? so yeah, I'm Big Def now. So.
All right, I like that. That's a good
Yeah.
wrestling name.
Yeah, yeah.
If you ever want to do that. All right, we're going to take a quick time out, and when we come back, we're going to find out where Zach started his sports allegiances and how he grew up into these. I mean, he's a fan of all fans of these teams. I want to know how it all started. So we'll get that when we come back. You're listening to The Boone Show on My Pulse Radio. Not this Monday. We had tours.
That's right.
But normally, Danica would be on. All right, welcome back to the Boone Show on My Pulse Radio. Our guest tonight, our legendary sports guy, getting his own show tonight, Mr. Zach Howard, already with a great story. First segment in.
Absolutely.
So let's see what he's got for segment number 2.
Well, before we get started,
Uh-oh.
my wife said
Bless
I
her.
ramble too much. I am so sorry that I ramble too much.
Oh.
But she loves me anyway.
I just heard your text go off there. You must have got another one. But anyway, I wanted to talk about, sports. The reason why you're on here, we would always, playfully, I suppose, go back and forth about our sports teams. And you've been really loyal to yours through the ups and downs, which I appreciate because I have too. And you see a lot of bandwagon fans nowadays that hop on teams when they're good, and then when they start going downhill, they find a new team. So how did your Braves and Clemson and all that, the fan age start for you? Were you really young, or was it something you picked up a little later?
I was just raised as being a Clemson fan. Mm-hmm. And I tell you, the reason why I become a Braves fan would probably be when we attended a Clemson baseball game, or maybe when I was playing adult softball. They were on TV. I want to say maybe when I was younger, still living at home, and it was either the Phillies or the Nationals they were playing. And they went into like 18 innings. That's before the whole runner on second thing. And I left for church to go back. It was on a Sunday. Left for church to go back to the evening service. And come back home, they were still playing. And I sat down and I watched. I'm like, man, this is cool. And then I quit for a little bit, and then when I started going to the Greenville Drive games, I had a buddy I was working with at the time, and we double dated with them a couple of times to a Greenville Drive game. He got into baseball, started watching the Braves. That helped me get into it. We just started keeping up with it, and then when Ronald Acuna come in and done everything, come in and really started picking his pace up, getting as good as he is, I really started following him. Now, I'm not able to sit down and watch every game, 3 and 4 hours, 162 games, but I'll keep up. I've got an app. I keep up with it, and all that kind of thing. So,
yeah. And I just have to throw this in. Of course, the one year you won the World Series, Acuna was hurt.
I know. Isn't that something?
Isn't that
Yes.
the weird? He's like
Yes.
the best player in the league.
Yes.
And yet, the one year they won it all, he wasn't even playing.
And we actually went to a game that year, and they played the Phillies. I'd always want to go see them play the Phillies. They got beat 10-1, 10-2. Looked at my dad. I said, I'm never going to watch them play the Phillies again, and I'll be doggone. They ended up winning it all.
Yeah.
So,
I was actually at a game that year, believe it or not, with my son, the Braves fan, and we were there the night they clinched going to the World Series, the NLCS.
wow, that
game
would be,
against the Dodgers.
That would be incredible. That is on my bucket list to attend a World Series, national championship type game of either basketball, football, and or a Super Bowl, just to feel the atmosphere.
Now, we'll get your latest on how the Clemson teams
No,
are
we
doing
can skip that.
during the actual sports report, which comes your way at the bottom of the hour, if you've been listening. Now, tell me, though, about your trip to Dallas. I saw tons of pictures.
Because this was a trip of a lifetime for
Yes.
you and your dad.
Yes, I will. I'll tell you where it actually come from. When we're growing up, and my dad's listening, shout out to my dad, but when we're growing up, our parents try to give us the best. And my dad always gave us the best. And he would work 2 and 3 jobs at a time, but he never missed a little league game, never missed. Me and my sister was in marching band. Shout out to Caitlin. We was in marching. He never missed a competition, never missed a ball
Those are
game.
tough to sit through, too.
Yeah.
Those are long days.
yeah, even for the competitors, but never missed anything. So it come to his 50th birthday party, and my mom wanted to plan a surprise birthday party, and I got with my mom and my sisters, and Tiffany was involved, and I said all he kept saying was, I want to attend a Dallas Cowboys game. I want to attend a Dallas Cowboys game. I said, Dad, why don't we go watch them play Carolina or Atlanta? No, I want to go there. So we got everything bought. We got the food paid for and everything. And I said, why don't we send out invitations and have them mailed out and put in there, please send money for a Dallas Cowboys trip to see the Cowboys play. That's what he wants to do. Now, that happened it is 2025. My dad is 50. That happened 3 years ago. It took 3 years for him to plan all this because we was trying to get somebody to go. And we were trying. Carson was still young.
So he got the money when he was 50
Yes.
to do this, but
Yes.
it took him 3 years. He
Yes.
planned this.
So we were trying to go on Thanksgiving because they play Thanksgiving Day. We wouldn't have to take no time off work.
Gotcha.
You could have left Wednesday after work, game Thursday, hung out, done whatever Friday, fly back Saturday. But the plane tickets on Thanksgiving, motels,
right.
to
Ridiculous.
now was ridiculous. So that never worked out. He was trying to work it out where I could go. Carson was still young. And so when it come time again, he was planning. My mom kept saying, your dad's trying to go to Dallas. Your dad's trying to go to Dallas. I just told him, I said, Dad, I'll go with you. So I'm sitting in the living room. Tiffany had done went to bed. And he called me one night and said, well, I've got Dallas booked if you want to go. And so we went. And let me tell you, when you are a young kid or 31 years old and seeing your dad like a kid on Christmas, something he's always wanted to do. It was amazing. That stadium is like something I've never seen before.
Beautiful.
It is
You've been there, right?
absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous. And my boss man's actually been there for the Cotton Bowl. And, I mean, he was like a kid on Christmas. I've never seen him smile that big.
That's awesome.
And it was awesome.
It's a beautiful stadium.
And see, I'm a.
Was it opened or closed?
It was closed.
It's closed.
And I love going to, and you can ask Tiffany if she's listening. I know I'm rambling, but how much time we got?
Bless
Yeah.
your heart.
So I said, my poor daddy, I sent him all over the place to see football stadiums, but TCU is beautiful. We went to TCU, went to SMU, went all the way to Waco to see Baylor.
Yep.
We actually toured the Texas Rangers Hall of Fame building. And so I told my dad, I said, see, this is why we come all the way out to Waco, to tour this, not to see Baylor. So bless his heart, I took him all over the place. High school football out there is for real.
Yeah.
He said next time, hopefully we're hoping to go back in about 5 to 6 years, hopefully. It may take a couple more people with us. We're wanting to maybe catch a Thursday night game, a Cowboys game, and then Friday high school, Saturday maybe a college game, and I mean the Texas Rangers Stadium's right there at it, and it is absolutely massive. But yeah, it's a different world out there.
Did you get to do the stadium tour?
We did not. We were going to, but that's like I said. That's what I told him. I said, next time we'll know what to experience, because we did not want to do that because parking there is outrageous.
It is.
Right across the street was $100.
Oh my gosh.
You go down, you go a little bit further, it's $140. There was we never saw it, but there was a woman told us that there was some parking for $300. So that's why we didn't know how parking was going to be. So my dad, bless his heart, he hates paying to park. He hates paying to park. We went to the Wake Forest game last year, and he kept driving. I said, Dad, it's 2024. You're going to have to pay. Oh, no, I found free parking last time. You know what we had to do? We had to pay. And I just told him, I said, that's just where we're at now. And we ended up paying, I think, $45 to park. Had to walk a little ways, but as big as that stadium is, you could still see it.
Right.
But, yeah, it's a different world out there, 5-lane highways. One thing that they do they take care of their roads, their DOT does. Like one of the off ramps, they have a U-turn lane in the far left lane. So like our motel was over on the left side, and whenever we would come back, all we had to do was U-turn right off instead of getting off the interstate, turning left, red light, then get back. You just U-turn right back on the interstate. So it's a different world out there. Everything's flat. Everything is. Did you ever hear about David Koresh?
Yep.
We went and seen all that.
You saw that?
Saw
We
that.
went and seen that. And if it hadn't been for us going to Waco, we wouldn't have went. So he
That's
needs to be
right.
thankful we went and seen. We went to Waco, that his son wanted to go to Waco. So we got to see David Koresh. Drove all the way out of the way to see a
French
Not actually
Davidian.
seeing.
It was
Yeah.
French Davidian.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, I had never heard of it till my dad had said that. My mom said something about it too, but there's a bunch of people that know about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a big
yeah,
thing.
I
it's
had
a
never
big
heard of
deal.
It was a very big thing.
I had never heard of it. 93, I think, is when
Yeah,
it
it was
happened.
a long time
Yeah.
ago. Holy cow, it's been that
Yeah.
long?
Yeah.
30 some
I
years
just graduated high school. I remember it all.
Yeah, they were
30 some years ago.
5-lane highways, 70 miles an hour. And our travel agent told us, she said, whenever you go, you need to do avoid tolls. She wasn't lying. Their tolls out there is like
Yeah.
$8 to $10. And so what happens when you avoid tolls, if you're 45 minutes away from something, you may be
An hour.
an hour.
and
So traffic out there is ridiculous, though.
Yep.
It's my dad, he got nervous driving because I said, Dad, just because we were in a rental. And I'll get to that in a minute. That's a cool story how that happened. But the way the bridges are, Spaghetti Junction in Atlanta, it's like that everywhere
Right.
in
Yep.
Texas.
Yep.
So, but the rental car, and I know, babe, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. But the rental car, when he rented a Nissan Versa, I think it was, and he's tall
It's
like
a tiny
It's a
car.
little
Yeah, I think it was a Nissan Versa.
Incredible.
That's a tiny car.
I think that's what it was. I know it was a car. So we get dropped off at the airport, they take us to the rental car place, and the company we were under was called Alamo.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk in and we find Alamo, and the woman says, "Can you go out and talk to National?" And we're having technical difficulties. So we walk out and talk to them. We're waiting in line. This guy comes over, I guess he's management, and we're walking by. And my dad's like me, quiet, don't talk much, doesn't talk much. No, me and my dad's got about the same personality. So I'm walking up with the guy, and my dad's like, "Man, I would love to have that Ford F-150 right there." White. It was a white Ford F-150. And that guy said, "Man, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?" My dad said, "Yeah, but I ain't got the money to upgrade to it." The guy stopped, turned around and looked, and he said, "Go get in that truck." My dad's like, "Man, I was just kidding. Go get in that truck. I'm calling him right now. Tell him you're on the way." So instead of a
Nice.
Nissan Versa, we're in a 2025 Ford F-150.
Oh, that's
Stretch
nice.
your legs out a little
Yep.
bit.
Thing was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice.
And you went downtown Dallas too, right? You
Yes,
went by
to
the
where
Oak
Kennedy got
Depository.
shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
That was neat. They've actually got the window.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Did you
not
go up
board-
in there?
We did not.
Oh, okay.
We did not.
Conservatory.
Yeah. It's a
They've
cool
got
museum.
it marked where
Yeah,
he
it
was
is.
standing, and it was neat.
Saw it on the road that you
Yeah, there's
realize
an
how
X on
big the
there.
road is
Yeah.
that he got shot on.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can see why there's a lot of conspiracy theories
Yes.
too.
Yeah, and they've actually
Yeah.
got the. I didn't know
For
this.
sure.
They've actually got a white X marked
Yes,
where
on
he
the
was
road.
sitting. So yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
There's
crazy.
usually people in that little park too
Yep.
that'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, yeah. It was great. It was fun. Speaking of that, there was this guy standing there was explaining to my dad what happened. My dad was like, "Oh, that's cool," and he goes, $10, you can take it home with you." "No, sir, I'm good. You told me everything I need to hear." My dad walked off. So.
So you really packed a lot into that. How many days were you there? 3 days?
We flew in Saturday afternoon because it's out there an hour behind us, and then we flew back Tuesday
Okay.
evening. So
Yeah, so, wow, that's quite a trip.
yeah, so
Some good places to eat around there too. Did you get some good
Yeah.
I
steak
don't.
or
Barbecue?
anything? Yeah, barbecue.
We got some barbecue. Wasn't too crazy about the particular restaurant we went to. Now their brisket was amazing. My dad's like me; he loves baked beans, but they really had kind of a weird taste to them. I like a little bit of barbecue type baked beans, but these really wasn't. It was just different, and so I don't think we ate anywhere that was a chain besides In-N-Out Burger. And Tiffany hated me for going to In-N-Out Burger because TikToks all the time. "I want to try this. I want to try this." So I sent her a picture. You know me. So we went the first night we were there. But personally, I like Whataburger better.
Yeah. You've been to In-N-Out Burger.
have.
I mean, I don't understand what the
Yeah,
big
they are
thing is.
cheap.
It's,
Sauce. There's that sauce,
They're,
right?
they're,
Yeah.
they're cheap.
Yeah.
It's just
I wasn't
another burger
impressed,
place
but I'm
to
not a
me,
big
but-
fast food person
Yeah.
either. So.
And of course, we went to Buc-ee's out there.
Oh, you went to Buc-ee's out there.
We went to
the
Buc-ee's out
ones in
there. There was
Texas, yeah.
one.
They're the big ones.
There was one. I can't remember if it was. I know there was one on our way to Waco, and then I think there was one like 20 minutes from our motel. That was in Melissa, Texas, and then there was one. I forgot what the name of the other town was, but yeah, there was actually two within driving distance there. So, and the one in Tennessee is actually bigger, but yet they originated from Texas.
Texas. That's
But the
right.
one in Tennessee is a lot bigger.
Gradually moving north. When I
That's
go visit
right.
family in Pennsylvania, it seems to be one
They
a little
are.
further
There's
north
coming.
every time
Yep.
we go.
Yep.
All right. Let's take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have the actual sports report for this week, and then we'll dive into a little bit of the WWE that we haven't talked about yet, because I know you went to that last week.
Sure did.
Mr. Let's Do Everything these days. We're talking with Zach Howard, our sports guy at the Boone Show on My Pulse Radio. And we're back on the Boone Show, My Pulse Radio. Our sports guy, Zach Howard, here with us. Zach, did we even have the radio station when you were here?
I was actually the class that kicked it off, but we
Okay.
did not have nothing like this.
Well,
It's
no.
amazing when we leave how much
Yeah.
upgrade we do. I mean, there's a Chick-fil-A in here now. There's a Subway.
There's going to be
in
a
here
bank
now.
across the hall.
There is going to be a bank, but there's no Chick-fil-A or Subway.
I
Maybe
mean,
that's
we used
coming.
to
We
share
need
we used to share the break room with the class right next
Yeah,
door, and now you've already
That was a
cheap, right?
Block
supervision
that
issue.
over.
So
yeah.
But things have changed, but a lot has stayed the same.
I got to give a shout out to my mom. She's
Your mom-
listening.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she's listening. She said, "How about a shout out to the woman that birthed him?"
Yes.
So shout out to my mom for listening. So
We still praying for you,
yeah,
Mom.
she's a very blessed woman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, so give us our sports report for this week. Clemson won.
Yes, they did against a team with a pulse, a little bit of a pulse.
But here, honestly, and I'm not even being biased, I was watching that game, and what the heck happened to Florida State? Beginning of the year, I thought they were going to be world beaters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what the heck?
Well,
they
you
looked like
know-
nothing. And, they had a chance to take the lead several times. They had wide open guys, and he
Yep.
could
Looks like
not hit
Clemson
the
receivers.
broadside of
Yeah.
a barn.
Yeah.
Looks like Clemson
Castellanos.
receivers. Yeah, and I wish I could tell you what happened because when they blew out Alabama like they did, I said, "Uh-oh, at least we got them at home this year." But, man, I don't know. They just I don't know. They've fallen off, but that's where you live or die by the portal because they got all them portal receivers, Squirrel White from Tennessee, and I don't know, but Clemson. I hope they can win Friday night. That's a tough place to play. I've been there. It's beautiful. It's nice because when you're sitting in the upper deck, because they've only got one upper deck, and I want to say it's taller than Clemson's. You can see Churchill Downs on the left side. We actually went when Tiffany was pregnant with Carson in 2019 and stayed for a few days, kind of like what me and my dad did in Dallas, and went to the Cincinnati Zoo and stuff.
Oh,
but
cool.
it's a little tough. It's a
Long
tough
live
place to play.
Harambe.
Yeah. So, but Ren plays West Side Friday night, second round of the playoffs at West Side. Should have probably beat them a couple of weeks ago.
Should be interesting. They lost 21-7, so it's like
Yes.
they held them down, but
Yes.
just didn't get any offense.
No, they didn't get no offense, and West Side is down a little bit this year, but they've been scheduling everybody out of the state. I mean, I think they started out with a team from Alabama, and we have a guy that comes in, a vendor that comes in, and he actually went to West Side. And that's how I knew who they were playing. And it's actually Cutter Wood's little brother that's the quarterback. And he said, they just having to schedule all these people. That's why they're 0-3 or 1-4 or whatever. But they won the region. That's all that matters. You win the region.
You can be
that's all that
winless
matters.
until the region starts and
Absolutely.
then run the table.
Absolutely.
I've seen that a lot. And, of course, Ren was a few years ago. Remember when they were really
Yep.
good? That's kind of what
Yep.
their formula was.
Yeah. And I never thought in my lifetime, especially as young as I am, that I would see Clemson win a national championship in football. One, much less two. The Braves win a World Series and Ren go to a state championship. That was
You are
was
pretty
really,
lucky.
all of your teams.
Yeah.
I can tell
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Within a 5 year,
Yeah.
about 5 years.
That's an amazing window because
Yeah.
my teams, they've won
Clemson
championships
played
over my
for-
lifetime, but it's like a 50-year.
Yeah,
Right.
Clemson played for 4 national championships.
right.
Did you
Yeah.
go? Did you go to?
Yeah.
Those days, they were good, weren't they? Now that you can look back on those
some years
days.
it's football years, some years it's tailgating years, and this just happens to be a tailgating year.
And what's it going to be basketball-wise this year? Another 500 season where they start out great and then
I don't know, man.
Hope not.
Jeez.
But,
I don't know. We'll see.
it seems like they always reach a certain point and then
Yeah, we'll see. You know, it's kind of like baseball a little bit. I mean, it just depends on how you do, how you shoot. Like the other night, I know they played Gardner Webb. They won by 38
Yeah.
and only shot 28% from three. So to me, they shoot the three ball too much. But
do they have rebounders or just shooters?
Well,
'Cause
they
if you're
got
missing them.
one thing I like about Brad Brownell is he goes into the portal and gets everybody. R.J. Godfrey transferred from Clemson to Georgia. Now he's back at Clemson. So they've got bigs down low. I don't know about any shooters. They've got Chase Thompson that come in. He's supposed to be a good shooter. I went to the exhibition game, but of course they don't show you nothing at the exhibition game. So me and my sister and the WWE crew went to the exhibition game. So and it's free. It's kind of what I wish football would do. Instead of having the spring game, just play like a Furman or somebody. Instead of playing them in the regular season, play a Furman. Let it be free or tickets be $5. Then you get a full game of how your team's going to be. Instead of the spring game, you don't see anything in the spring game.
It's too much money involved, Zach.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Now they don't even do much at all in the spring games. They
No.
don't even have them covered by media because
They don't even have a game for the most part.
Well, yeah,
I mean, it's
because
just
of the
little
portal
pieces.
and all that. They
That's
don't
I
want
would
anybody
go-
seeing the other players.
I
Right.
would go for Carson, because Carson likes that kind of thing, but I try not to because it's just a waste of time to me. I mean, the game's over in an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, speaking of Carson and the WWE, you went last Friday, right?
yes, sir.
Here in Greenville for SmackDown, and I see a picture of her crying.
Yeah. So we sit down like any kid does, and we could not get lower bowl. I tried to get Carson on the lower bowl, and we couldn't because them tickets went from $65 a piece to $130 within
Oh, wow.
less than 6 months. So I told my sister, I said, we're going to have to settle for upper bowl tickets. And so we did. We got right. And my dad works there part-time and does maintenance. I don't know. He carries around a walkie-talkie like he's doing something. He can.
I'm sure he's working.
Yeah. So, but we were on like the fourth row. We had really good seats. And so we sit down. She goes, we had just finished supper. And because we always go eat before. Daddy, I like to have some cotton candy. So my sister went and got Carson some cotton candy. I said, well, you're going to make it last through the night because if you let her, she'll eat it in one sitting. And so I text Tiffany and I said, you're going to be mad at me if you knew how much Carson was spoiled, as far as eating. My sister went and got 2 bottled drinks and a thing of cotton candy, and it was $27.
Oh, yeah, it's expensive.
And so, yeah, she was crying. She was eating her cotton candy, and I forgot what match it was. The person she wanted to win, I usually fast forward through the women's matches, and so Carson likes to watch them. And I forgot what match it was. She just started crying out of the blue, and I said, baby, what's wrong? I wanted that one to win. And I'm like, if she only knew what this was about. And a funny story about that.
And you took her picture and put it on social media.
Yeah, I took a video.
So 15 years down the road, she's going to say, Dad, why did you do this?
Yeah. So rambling again. So I got a funny story about my sister with the WWE. It was back when Daniel Bryan and Kane was having their little feud. And my sister's a big A.J. Lee fan. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting at the Ren Powdersville game. I'm assuming you were at the Ren Powdersville game.
Usually I am, yeah.
At football this past year.
Oh, this past year.
So I'm sitting there, and there was rumors she was going to return. My sister calls me crying because A.J. Lee returned. And I'm sitting there trying to pay attention to the ball game, had to answer her FaceTime, trying to watch SmackDowns. I had Carson with me. So I believe it's back when she was in it back in the day. But it was either her or another person. But I know it involved Daniel Bryan and Kane. And Kane come out, attack Daniel Bryan, and it shows them putting him into a ambulance. Well, where we were parked at, we walked around the back of the Bilo Center, and the superstars were leaving because you had to stop, let them pull out. Well, we see Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella leave. And Caitlin goes, well, was that Daniel Bryan? I said, yeah. She said, I thought he left in an ambulance earlier. So I'm like, well, I just ruined it for her. So I'm afraid Carson's going to be devastated when she figures out all of its plans. So
That's all right. Still entertaining.
It is.
right.
It
Still
is.
entertaining.
It sure is.
All right, we're moving right into our next segment here, which last week we had a guest that claimed to be a Disney adult.
Yes.
So we quizzed
and
her on
she
it.
was.
And she was almost top tier.
Yeah.
Just missed top tier. So Zach here claims to be a good girl dad. So we're going to give him the girl dad quiz and see where he ranks.
There you go. Do
Okay,
I need to
so-
keep track?
Now it's just a point for every yes
Okay.
answer, okay?
I got it.
Can you keep track of that?
Yep, got it.
In your head?
I got it.
Oh boy, I've heard that before. I got it. It's like those waiters or waitresses that come over to your table and they don't have anything written
Yep.
down. I got it.
Well, throw me that pen right there, and I'll make sure I keep track of it.
Okay, you got paper.
I got-
Yeah, you got.
I'm
There
good.
you
I'm
go.
I'm set. Now
Just
I
want to make
gotcha.
sure we can't miscalculate.
Gotcha.
This. All right.
It's important.
All right, Zach. You're being grilled now. Be honest about every answer. Okay.
Brutally honest or honest?
Well, some could be brutally. So let's see. All right, first question. There are 20 questions. We'll see how many points you get. Have you ever carried a tiny backpack that wasn't yours?
Yes.
Do you know at least 3 Disney princesses by name?
Yes.
What are they?
Oh, Lord.
You got to prove it.
Elsa, Anna, and Mirabelle.
I don't necessarily know if Anna is a princess.
come on, give me that
Give me
one.
another one.
I'm trying to think which.
I mean, there's a big one in a like blue outfit.
Cinderella.
There you go.
I was
Okay.
trying to think of
There's a
ones
lot
that
of them,
I was
right?
trying to think of ones that she
Okay.
was
Okay.
in. That
Fair
We'll
enough.
give you the
into.
point.
We'll give it to
you
you.
the point.
That she's into.
Have you ever fixed a doll's hair or tried to?
Maybe.
No.
I know. I have tried to put them in a car seat for Carson. I know. I've
He gets
tried
it.
to put.
He gets
All
it.
right.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
got
think
it.
I've ever fixed a doll's hair.
Okay.
Give him a half point.
Okay.
Have you ever played Tea Party without being asked twice?
If restaurant counts, I have.
Oh,
Same.
you're
So
doing
she
that
does
Same,
restaurant.
Okay.
She does restaurant.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
More
All
than-
right, if you say so, Holly. Do you know what a scrunchie is and where they disappear to?
I do not.
Don't know what a scrunchie is.
I do not.
Tell them, Holly.
A scrunchie is a hair tie.
They're probably
Oh, I
just
call them
getting
hair
in.
bows.
Yeah.
I call them hair
Oh,
ties.
yeah,
But
no,
scrunchies
no.
are a little
Scrunchies
different.
are different.
I call them hair ties.
I'm sure he's
sorry,
got
gonna
it.
have
All
to
right, we're not
ding you
going
on
to give him that
one.
one.
Have you ever let your daughters put makeup, stickers, or nail polish
Yes.
on you? We need to see pictures. Do you know the difference between a tutu and a dress-up gown?
I do.
Oh,
What's the difference?
what's the difference?
A tutu. Oh gosh, Tiffany said they're listening in the car now, so I'm trying
this is
to
great.
figure this out. A tutu, y'all are gonna probably laugh. Isn't it the things that they wear in Hawaii? Is that like half of a dress or?
Well,
It's half
I
of
mean,
a
I know what
dress.
it's
dress-
half of a dress. We'll give you that.
We can give him a half a point.
Okay, give him a half.
Half a point.
Have you ever said, "Hold still so I can fix your bow"?
Yes, Carson is a nightmare when it comes to hair.
Have you attended a dance recital or school performance with tears in your eyes? Now yours are still pretty young, but
Yeah,
Did
not
you
yet. I
dance
haven't.
yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Not
No
yet. I
dance.
haven't. Carson graduates K5 this upcoming May. So.
okay. Do you know at least one kid-friendly song by heart?
Are you going to ask me to sing it?
Just
you can
the,
do a
just
couple
the
bars.
beginning,
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to think. Oh man.
Come on. All those
Yes, I
Disney
do
movies.
because Emery fusses if she don't get to hear some of her songs.
So give us one.
Yeah, come on, Zach.
What is the one that she likes so much? There's so many of them.
Tiffany, text him real quick.
Yeah, Tiffany, text me.
We wanna hear him sing.
If you know the song I'm talking about. There's one I know that there's a hole in the bottom of the sea, but that was Carson's. Emery likes one.
It doesn't matter who it is. Just
Yeah,
give us
just-
a
Yeah,
little,
I'm
just
trying
one,
to
just-
think. I'm trying
a little
to.
bit of tunes.
It's an hour-long show.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We're not going to give him the point until he sings it a little bit. All right, so move
All right,
on
so
to
let's
the next
let's
one.
move on. We'll come back to the song. Let's see. Have you ever shown up somewhere with glitter still on you?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
That's usually, yeah. Do you know the exact location of the nearest bathroom everywhere you go?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Can you braid hair even if it's a little
No.
crooked? Okay.
No. Tiffany wants me
That's
to
a
learn,
tough
but
one.
no, I cannot.
It is
Tough
tough.
one. I don't know how to do it. Have you ever carried a kid, a stuffed animal, a
Yes.
juice box, and a coat all at once?
Yes.
Do you automatically pack snacks just in case?
Yes. Okay, Tiffany, text me.
Okay, we got the song.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
Is
I
that the
want-
song
That's
that you
the
couldn't remember?
Well,
I thought you were going to come
I
up with
told
some
you
big
that-
That's
Yeah.
really a
Disney
lullaby.
anthem.
But
yeah.
but it's Emery though.
It should be like Let It Go.
Oh, that's Carson.
Well, you can still sing.
Sing it. Do you know Let It Go?
Let it go, let it go. That's all I know.
You got it.
I'm not singing no more. I don't want to ring nobody's
I
ears
think,
out.
yeah, that's probably
We
a
give it to you.
good idea. Good choice there. Let's see, where was I? Do you save drawings or notes your daughters give you?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had a serious life talk in the car ride home from school? Now, I know that, well,
tiny.
they're starting to, well, one's 5 years
Not
old.
from school, but from other places because they
You've
go
had
to
those
school
little
with Tiffany. But yeah, other places I have. Yeah.
And isn't it fun when your kids, you realize when they are young and all of a sudden you realize you're having a conversation with them for the first time. It's like you've never really had a conversation, and then all of a sudden they're old enough to talk, and you're talking back and forth, and it's like, whoa, wow. Hey, wait, your mic's not on and you're sitting 5 feet away. You
Yeah.
can learn anything in broadcasting class?
Just wait till they start arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
she has a
Then they
twin
migrate.
sister. So
yeah.
They migrate to their
So yeah, Carson is really bad about. We got Tiffany in a new car, third row car, and we'll be listening to the radio, and Carson's real bad about going, "Mommy." Tiffany's like, "Carson, you're going to have to speak up." So yeah.
she'll
so-
speak up soon enough,
Yeah.
believe me. Do you check on them at night even when they're already asleep?
Let me tell you, Tiffany's got cameras all over their rooms. No, we've got baby monitors.
Right.
So we've got Tiffany had it on the iPad, and then it quit working, and then we had one above Emery's crib, and then she decided, what is that? I'm gonna pull it down. So we had to get a baby monitor and put it on the other side of the room. So yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, but is that you actually checking, going
Yeah,
to
or
the
does
room?
the
or-
Tiffany check?
Oh no, that's
Is-
Tiffany. Oh no, that's
So
Tiffany.
that's not you.
That is not
Oh,
me.
taking that
Oh,
point
okay,
away.
Yeah, no,
take
that's
that
not
one-
me,
take
that's
that one
Tiffany.
away. She has the full, security thing with 50 cameras and all that, seeing every angle of the room. Okay, a couple more. This one's really easy. Would you fight a full-grown bear to protect your girls? Duh.
Absolutely.
Free point right there.
Well, Emery will probably get to it first.
She'd be saving
Have you seen any pictures I put on social media of that youngin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Never smiling.
Yes.
Never smiling.
All right, this is the last question, and then we'll see how you did. If your daughters asked you to, and maybe they're still too young, but time's coming, would you get on stage for a daddy-daughter dance?
I sure would.
All right.
I sure would.
All right, Holly, add it up. Let's see where he ranks as a girl dad.
He's sitting at 15 points, Mr. Boone.
He just snuck in as an elite girl dad.
There you go.
15 to 20 points. You have unlocked the Dad Princess Special Edition badge. We don't have one to give you, but that's what you've won tonight. All right, a couple of things in the news before we get Zach's recommendations.
Yep, that's
There's
important.
one thing that we didn't get to last week, but there's a thing. Holly, there is
I
a
did, I
cough
pushed it.
button. Did you do that again? Push the button. There. See, that
Sorry.
worked. My goodness.
Did you learn anything in media
We
broadcasting?
spent all this money to get this studio outfitted with mute buttons. Oh, my ears. Edit that out. Okay, dinner time in America. There is a big thing that's trending again, and it's not a food. Do you have any idea what it might be? Dinner time in America in your house.
And it's not food?
Not food.
What?
No.
I mean,
Do you guys still have any dinners like around the table?
No, we don't. We actually, eat in the living room on our TV tables?
That's what the answer is.
Really?
TV tables are
Yes.
becoming a huge
Yes.
thing again.
We got rid of our dining room table, number one, because we went on vacation in August. My mom, my two aunts, shout out to my mom again, come in, decluttered our whole house, and because Tiffany's a clutter, she loves to clutter, and she'll say I am, but no, nobody's as bad as she is. So we got rid of our dining room table because that was where, and I say we, put all of our stuff. Now we got a big open area, so we used the TV tables because we have our shows that we watch, or we may watch a movie. Like right now, we're on the Transformers saga now. So I think we're on number 3, in the middle of number 3. So that's what we do for dinner now.
Yeah, TV trays.
Yeah, yep.
Nobody, less than half the
her
people
mom
in the
got them
country
for
now.
us for Christmas a couple years ago.
Less
John,
than half
do
the
you sit
country.
around?
No, we
TV
got rid of
table?
our dining room table.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we
Use-
do for the most part when Madeline is there.
Right.
She obviously is involved in so much stuff, so she's not there a lot after school. But when she is, we do sit around it. Last night, well, we sat in the kitchen last night or the night before. But for the most part, yes. When she's home, we all sit it together.
Well, that's good. That is
Yeah.
good. It helps conversation.
No
and all
TV,
that, but,
and we sit and
But
socialize.
yeah, fewer Americans than ever dining around the table these days, and that's a combination of eating, on the couch or wherever, and going out to eat. A lot more
Yep.
people just go out.
Now
to
we
eat.
do that a lot.
Yeah,
I
we
eat
do
by
too.
myself in my room because everyone's asleep when I get home.
See, that's what Madeline does now. Yeah.
Good old Madeline.
Yep.
Got to have her and do her own show. That would be
You
funny.
should get her to join us. Let me and her run the show for one day.
No,
No.
especially not. Neither of you have filters,
That's true.
so yeah. Oh, that's-
I do. I need to bring. I don't know if he's listening now, but I got a best friend, Zach, and we basically grew up together. And he needs to come in with me one day. Y'all would absolutely enjoy Zach. He's the one wanting to do the podcast with me, and he come up with it and everything. So I think we're going to start it. Just about random stuff, but he's a trip. He really is. He's a trip.
All right, a couple more things. There's a viral post on Threads. Anybody use Threads? Just once in a while, if somebody refers me to something on there, I'll go. But
Yeah,
Not much
I
on the Threads
downloaded
thing.
it because something may come up about sports, and you click on it, and it won't pull up unless you have the app. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
like a Twitter, Instagram thing.
so how about this? There's a viral post sparking renewed debate over iPad kids and whether the real issue is screens or society's shrinking tolerance for childhood behavior. The discussion began when a screen-free parent of ADHD children suggested that kids often turn to tablets because they're discouraged from running, exploring, or being noisy in public. Thousands of commenters shared memories of when children were allowed to play more freely, contrasting it with today's expectation that kids remain perfectly quiet and composed. Many noted that fewer adults have children now, and empathy for parents and patience for typical child behavior seems to have declined. So almost like they're not letting them be children
Yeah.
because the iPad is the babysitter.
Correct.
So when they're out in public, they're not even experiencing being out in public because they're just attached to a screen.
Correct.
What's your view on screens with your little girls coming up?
Okay, that's a really, really good point. We were doing it when Carson was younger, and then it got to the point to where now that she's older, she expects it all the time.
The tablet.
Yes, or
Screen of some sort.
Tiffany's fault. So what we do now is like if me and Tiffany's with all y'all and we're out to dinner, and Carson doesn't know any of y'all, we may give it to her then,
Right.
Because she's going to be bored. She may may not
Right.
know what to do. If there's a lot of people, we'll give it to
Right.
her. And a lot of times, I've learned that we've pulled away from it. But a lot of times, okay, baby, you can watch that. She'll play like PBS Kids, whatever. You can watch that as long as you eat, and that's how we get her to eat. She knows that if she's paying attention to that screen, she's got to eat. A lot of times that'll help her eat. So I guess Tiffany, honestly, Tiffany's the more could give you a better reason than I did about why. And I understand, because the way Tiffany looks at, if me and Tiffany go out on a date, we don't take our phones in. If we do, they stay on the side, because when we go in, that's all we see. She says, I do not want to be that family.
That's right.
And that's why Tiffany looks at it that way. I don't want to be that family. And now I see why. But yeah, I'm okay with it as long as it's not an all the time
balance.
thing.
That's
I
right.
mean, that's
Yeah,
what they're
balance.
talking about.
Balance.
Yeah,
And
is
see,
the key.
Carson's 5, so she really don't understand
Sure.
balance.
She will, though.
So,
She will. It sounds like y'all are doing the right thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
balance is the thing, and to
For
let
sure.
kids, when they're out, not just use it as a babysitter, but let them experience things in the world. And they say it'll build
Mm-hmm.
things like patience, communication, coping skills,
And looking around
rather
them
than
and seeing
giving
how
them the
others- yeah, that's
screen, which
right.
is an artificial
That's
coping
right.
skill.
That's right.
So yeah, good, Zach.
Good job.
and really good
Wait a
for
minute.
Tiffany.
Good, Tiffany.
Good Tiffany.
Good job.
Yeah.
Keep Zach
Yeah,
in
she
line.
does. She does. Hey,
No
she
phones,
does.
but if a Clemson game is on and you're out at the restaurant,
Well,
what?
that's
Well,
all
see,
different.
that's another-
That's all different.
That's another thing too, is that Tiffany's helped me with, and even both of my parents, is me watching a Clemson game. Carson don't see that. All Carson sees is Daddy's got the phone. Why can't I have it? So now Apple's got this new thing called Apple Sports. It's a green app, and I've got Clemson saved. I had the Braves saved, Tennessee. Well, Tiffany's
That's
a
your
Tennessee
wife,
fan.
yeah.
I don't understand, but I got them saved, and the score, the time, play-by-play, it all runs across. When we were on the plane, I was able to keep up with it for some. The Wi-Fi didn't work on the way to Dallas, but on the way back from Dallas, of course, it worked fine. How I found out about the way the Duke game ended was I was having to keep up with it underneath the score. They didn't have ACC Network. I told my dad, I said, hey, Clemson's winning 45-38. And then 30 seconds left, and Duke goes up by 1. But yeah, to go back to that, that's how we look at it. It depends on the situation, where we're at. Like, she used to have an iPad till it was our old iPad till it decided it wasn't going to work anymore. And when she'd get home from daycare, she would have about 10, 15 minutes on it.
Yeah.
And it just got to where every day, when she has grandparents come over or whatever, friends, we try not to let her get on it, because then she's paying attention to that.
That's
and
right.
not visiting. So
That's right.
All right. The last piece of news is that your new health food to know about is ice cream. And
Health
that's what they're
food?
saying, that ice cream now is actually good for you. Cuts down on the chance of heart attacks.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not, check it out.
To check it out.
Yeah, if you have it, obviously, if you, again, balance.
Right.
You don't go overboard, but if you can enjoy a scoop or two, it's not going to kill you. So.
oh yeah, anything we get sugar-free. Tiffany found some sugar-free popsicles at Sam's. Oh, man.
Yeah, the kids don't know the difference. That's
No,
the
they
cool
don't.
thing.
They do not.
Because we used to do that. The sugar-free stuff, sugar-free Jello, stuff like that. They never knew the difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now I just wonder what kind of chemicals are in there that they're not sugar.
Right.
But that's taking the place of the sugar. But anyway, so Zach, we're at the point of the show, at the very end, where we have our guests make recommendations. So 2 areas we would like to hear your recommendations. First thing, entertainment, something that you're watching, binging, a movie, a book, something or other. What can you recommend to our audience?
Okay, if you like sitcoms and comedy, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is the best show ever created. Will Smith is my favorite actor. Tiffany says I'm Will Smith 2.0. Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, that's
I do
That
like
is-
that.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
That is awesome, because they make everything up off the top of their head.
Yeah, that's very good.
I like to joke around, like to have fun. I don't know that I could do that.
Improv is awesome.
And then movie, we're binge watching Chicago PD again.
Yeah.
We love all the Chicago shows. My sister's actually into all 3 of them. She actually started from start to finish, so we've been back. Now we started like in season 10 or 11. They're on 13.
Jeez.
Now we're on season 3, and we're just binge watching it. I got rid of YouTube TV. And now I'm streaming everything now. WWE decided they was going to use ESPN. So I told my sister told me at SmackDown Friday, I think I'm going to cancel it. It's getting too much. She said, no, don't. I said, that's how I can watch my football games. And so now me and her
Yeah.
split it.
Yeah.
So
Well, that makes sense. Okay, and the other is food. Can you recommend a restaurant for our listeners?
if you're in the area, downtown Greenville area, and Tiffany always says I pronounce it wrong, Chikura Alley, downtown.
Cora Alley.
There you go. See, I said it wrong.
Holly will
Okay.
know.
I can see her now texting me. It is very, very good. They got one in,
What do you eat there?
well, they're nachos.
Yes,
and
their
they got
nachos are
burgers.
huge.
Me and Tiffany got a half order of nachos.
I didn't know you
And
could get half order.
yes, and we could have split a whole.
Yes.
Their half order is enough.
Huge.
And they were cheap. It cost me and Tiffany like now all four of us we can't go out for no less than $40 now, especially if the girls get what they want. But I think it cost us less than $30 there, and we both got, we usually just get water, but I think both of us got a tea and a soda, and I think it was less than $30 there. But it was really, really good.
Where's
really,
that
really
located?
good. Downtown Greenville and in downtown Travelers Rest.
Okay.
It's
Tiffany-
kind of by Gianna's or right by the bridge.
Okay.
Tiffany says she's got a recommendation: Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh my goodness.
That's her. She's waiting on that to come back on. Before we get out of here,
Yeah.
you know me, I like to tell jokes and everything. I've got one before we leave. There's this magician that's on a cruise ship, and the captain has a parrot, and the magician's doing his show. Well, the parrot had attended the show enough, he knew what the magician was going to do. So he would sit there and sit there and sit there, and he'd say, "It's in his pocket, block. It's in his hat, block. It's in his sock, block." So eventually, the captain, the magician, had enough of this bird, had enough of it. And when he pulled out his pistol and shot the bird, and the bird ducked and blew the ship into a billion pieces. And the only survivors on the ship was the parrot and the magician, and they're floating out in the middle of the sea on two little pieces of wood. And the parrot looks at the magician and goes, "All right, I give up. Where's the ship?" Pretty good, ain't it? Pretty good.
Oh boy, thank you. What a way to end
End
the
the
show,
show.
Zach.
I had a parrot. I had a parrot one time,
Did you?
but he died because he couldn't tell me he was hungry.
Wow.
Pretty good.
We
ain't it?
better go before this goes
Sour.
really off the
Continue
rails.
to go sour.
Oh, man.
But thank you, Zach Howard, for coming and
Thank
being
you for
on the
having
show.
me.
It was a blast. And we hope to hear from you soon when we get the phone.
Shout out
fixed.
to everybody listening in. I tried to tell
We have the
everybody.
biggest audience we've had.
Oh
all
yeah,
year.
oh yeah, oh
He's
man.
been promoting the heck out of this.
Yeah. Tim Alexander worked with him. My mom, my dad, my sisters, Tiffany, my two girls, Carson and Emery. So thank everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all for having me. I know I rambled, but I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, it's a
I
blast.
really
It
did.
was a blast. Coming up next week, Tim Self. He's the executive director of the ANMED Foundation, and Holly says he's a real good storyteller.
He's a mess. He's
so
a mess.
we'll have fun next week as well. Catch the podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get the podcast. Should be up there within a day or maybe two. And thanks for listening to The Boone Show and joining us. Like, subscribe, and share, as they say. And we'll talk to you again next
Go
time.
Braves.